to embark on the project of shiplapping this bathroom wall. This is our master bath. We've wanted to do this for a while. I'm not going to use actual shiplap. I don't want to have to take off trim, and since it was not originally incorporated, I think if you put full 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch shiplap on here, it would compete with the trim and not look as good. I didn't think mitered edges would look good with this thin plywood. I thought it would end up chipping out and not coming together nicely. So off camera, I quickly threw together some 1x material in an L shape to create an edge that my shiplap can end into, and then I would just paint later this the same color as the trim. I started out using 1¼ 18 gauge brad nails to nail up the plywood shiplap, but I later moved on to 1-inch nails because it seemed to do just fine, as I was only nailing through about 3/16 of an inch of material. I am using the final paint color and painting the edge of the board as I move up, as well as a little bit of the wall, so that the shadow, if it doesn't cover everything, you won't be able to see a different color underneath. Jenna Sue of Jenna Sue Design blog said to use nickels in between to space the boards. I love how this worked, and I would definitely do it again. I will leave a link to the video she made about this in the description below. I tried to be careful where I nailed because I planned on leaving the holes visible. I was not going to patch them. I wanted more of a rough look. I did check occasionally to make sure the board was level as I went, but for the most part, if you get the first one level and you continue using the nickels, it should remain level, so long as all of your boards are the same width. I was able to use my bandsaw to make some cuts out of certain boards so they would fit around the door frame and window frames. Through trial and error, I realized that it is easier to paint right next to the existing trim before you add the shiplap pieces. That way, when you add the pieces, you don't have to come back later with a tiny brush and try to get in there and change the color. The bathroom's going okay. It's taken a little longer than I thought to put these panels up. Places where they're in between the door and that kind of thing. Walls are notoriously not straight or plumb, and so I'm having to measure, then go make a cut in the garage. Come back and measure, make another cut, measure. Very rarely, this wall I've actually been able to, I measured and cut all of those and they were decent enough that I could put them up so it's actually going fast because they're all one piece. But I'm about half done. The power sander, the orbital sander, seems to not be doing a good job. It kind of makes this cheap plywood fuzzy. So I'm just using a hand piece of sandpaper to brush it lightly, and it gets enough of the splinters off. The shiplap project continues into the kitchen. So there you have it. That's how you shiplap a wall. If you have any comments, please leave them below. I would love to have you subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to be doing some more videos very soon. Thanks for watching.